Happy Sunday, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Choose to Be You Live podcast. Looking forward to this episode today. It's going to be Betsy. She's a massage therapist. She's actually an education trainer of massage therapists. So let me get Betsy into the room. There she is. Hey, Betsy. I'm having you join right now.
Hi.
Hey, Betsy. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm
Happy
good.
Sunday.
Happy Sunday to
Thank you.
you.
I know we talked I think it was like a few weeks back the first time, and I've been looking forward to this episode so much because we had such an engaging conversation the first time we talked. So I've been looking forward to this.
Yeah, me as well. So
That's
I'm gonna try not to be too nervous.
you'll be more than fine. You'll be more than fine. I gave a brief intro before you joined. I gave a brief intro about you in terms of you starting out as a massage therapist and now you being pretty much a trainer, a CEU, right? An educational trainer of massage therapists, which is pretty cool. So I want to start there with you. Let's dive into this. So how did you first get into massage therapy itself? How did that journey start for you?
Well, my journey into massage therapy actually started in high school.
I think you froze for
And then
a second.
I,
Oh, okay, there you are. There
there
you
we
are.
go.
Perfect.
Okay. So, I I started as a massage therapist. My journey as a massage therapist started in high school, actually. I was a theater kid, and I just kind of intuitively, noticed that some of my classmates would get stressed out before performances, or if we had like downtime in between, that I just naturally like noticed that a classmate was stressed, so I'd start massaging their shoulders, and my classmates were like, Betsy, you're getting good at this. You need to go to school for this. And I'm thinking, okay, well, instead of waiting tables while I try to go and try to get acting gigs, maybe I'll try massage. And there was a great massage school close to in the town that I lived, close to where I lived. I was able to I got I applied for a scholarship, full tuition scholarship, got that. So it's just everything kind of fell into place that I was like, okay, you're telling me this is what I'm supposed to do. And within like that first week of massage school, I just forgot about acting, and I've been doing it ever since. And that was back in 2005 now. So
Wow.
um, I love massage. I also went back to school um, to be a full specialist to do skincare and nails, and I did that 7 years ago now. And so that's a little bit of how I got into massage. I started off as a massage therapist. I worked for a chiropractor. And then I also worked in a salon where there was a little room at a hair salon that I did massages out
Oh,
of. Um, and then I transitioned to working in high-end spas, and fell in love with that. I really loved working with my patients, or at the chiropractor's office. I really learned a lot from the chiropractor, and a lot of technique and working with the physical therapist. So I learned a lot of techniques early on in my career on how to deal with injuries and how to deal with all of that. But I kept wanting to add soft music and soft light. And can I add a little fountain to the treatment room? Like, I kept wanting to turn the doctor's office into a spa. So I transitioned working into high-end spas in hotels. I started at a Hyatt Regency, and started off on call, and then just slowly but surely worked my way up to eventually I was the lead training massage therapist,
Wow.
and got to where I loved that. I loved working in that spa environment of having the healing aspect of massage therapy, but having encompassing the whole environment, so that um, it was really a journey for them, and it was a whole experience.
Mm.
Like I wasn't just treating just a certain area, it was a whole experience for them. And so that's what I really loved about working in the high-end spas, that yes, I could still help someone with a headache, I could still help someone that had a back injury on their vacation or whatever it is, but I was able to give them a whole experience. So that's what I really loved about working into high-end spas. And I then started having kids and transitioned to being a
Wow.
mom. And so I've got two beautiful little girls who you may or may not hear screaming in the background. Um, so they, my priorities changed, when I had them. And so working weekends and working holidays, at the spa, although it's very profitable, I wanted to be home with my girls more, and with my husband, and actually see my husband
Yeah, that's important.
more. you know, I know, I like seeing them. Um, so I had gotten to a point in my career as a massage therapist, as a spa therapist, um, that I could step back. And back in 2010, I taught for a school, and I taught massage, and I loved that. And I was like, you know what, maybe I want to go back to teaching some. And so I transitioned from the spa, and now I'm still kind of on call there because I didn't want to give away my employee discount. Those discounts in the hotel rooms are pretty nice. Um, but I now am teaching full time. And so right now, I teach massage CEUs, which are continuing education. And I have a warm shell CEU, where it's a warm shell massage. So it's great for mobile therapists or, kind of last minute add-ons, because the warm shells are self-heating.
Mm.
I'm working on some other CEUs that are kind of on the back burner, of doing some others. And then I teach at Summit Salon Academy, where I do skincare and nails there. And we are in the process of starting massage
Oh,
school. We're still getting all of the signing, crossing all the T's, signing all the dots, getting everything official through the state. And once that get everything approved, then I will be the lead massage instructor there.
wow.
So I'm super excited about that. I've basically through designed the curriculum and was able to pick all of the textbooks and everything. And so I've had a lot of fun of really curating like all of the topics and everything that I would have wanted, when I first got out of school. you know oh, I wish my school would have taught me this, or I wish my school would have taught me that. So since I've been able to design it from the start, that's where I've just been like, ooh, so that's where I really need to um, just really feel like I can give the next generation of massage therapists a heads up, or a head start than I
Mm,
did.
I like that.
And that's what I really am excited about. That's where I'm just, when I wake up, I've got a little bit of my pep in my step, because that's what I'm really driven by is, I've been able to be successful as a massage therapist, And now I'm wanting to pass on what was successful for me, what was not successful for
Wow.
me, and pass that on. So that's what I'm super excited about.
That's amazing, Betsy. All of what you said is amazing. And a couple of things stood out for me. One, I love how you got into it initially. You talked about, other people giving you feedback on your massage techniques, like wrap the shoulders, right? The shoulder massages. And
Right,
a lot of
right.
people, they don't come across that passion or purpose until someone actually recognizes it within them. Sometimes it happens that way. And I love that it seems like it happened that way with you, where someone else, like other individuals, were realizing you're really good at this, like you should be doing this, and then that prompted you to go to the school, right? And you did well, and I love
Yeah,
that story. I
yeah.
really do. That says a lot.
Thank you.
And then the transitions that you made, right? Chiropractic office, going to the spa itself, and then you having kids, and that made another transition point. But during this whole journey, you still at the base, at the core, was your passion for massage therapy, and it's still stuck. You just made
Yeah.
your transitions as you went through your journey in life, and I found that really amazing. And that speaks to me. And I have goosebumps right now. Like my hair is just raised. You probably can't see, but I get excited about things like that. I have a question about that. So, with regards to passion and purpose, I feel like it could potentially change, which seems like it can happen. So, as you had that transition after having kids, going from actually doing less of the massage studio, massage area, going to more of teaching, right? As you go through phases in life in general, do you think that passion can change, your purpose can change as you evolve, or what were your thoughts on that?
Oh, absolutely. Stuff in your life changes, whether it's, where you are in life, how you've grown, um, you know, your goals change, passions change. When I first started out as a massage therapist, I thought, okay, I'm gonna do massage. I'm gonna try to do some business classes on the side because I want to be a spa director.
Mm,
I thought when I started working in those high-end spas, I wanted to be a spa director. I wanted to like run the spa. I wanted to do all that. And um and I saw that as a goal, and I was like, okay, so that's why I worked up, to try to get up to, lead massage, lead training massage therapist, all of that, try to learn as much of the business side of the spas, all that. And then I had kids.
mhm.
And then I was like, oh, I want to spend time with these little buggers. Okay, well, although maybe once they've gone off to, to college, maybe something then down the line. But what I noticed is although like that initial goal was like, okay, if I could get up to like a spa director, that means like success. Like that means like, I have financial success. I have, that leadership and that responsibility that I like, um, and then my priorities changed because of my family. Now, I still have those goals of having financial success,
Mhm.
which I had. I just didn't, have it as a spot director. I was able to do it as a massage therapist, and doing massages and facials and, mani-pedis. I've been able to get to where, I wouldn't say that I'm rich, but I'm able to be financially secure. And, my cars are paid off. I've got a house.
Yes.
As a millennial goes, like
That's
that's pretty
really
good.
good. I agree.
So, so it that's where things changed for me, and goals changed for me, and passion changed for me. Of like passion of helping people through my hands,
Mm,
through massage. That's always been consistent with me. Now the changes and the challenges of, okay, how do I still pay my bills? Because I don't want to work as much. you know, um, but I still want to share my passion and help
Yes.
people through my hands. And so I've then found out that I've been able to do that through teaching. And I still have, a few of my mobile clients that they're just like not letting go of me. I'm like, no, you have to massage me. So I still have them, I still
Of
work on
course.
them. And, I love them to death. Um, but I've now just been able to transition into teaching, which I love. And, just, stuff happens through life
Hmm.
and you just got to keep going. And, unfortunately, those, bills and taxes keep coming.
Yes.
Um, so you got to figure out how, do it. And so, I've just always been one to brainstorm and wonder, okay, well, what if I try this? Or what if I do this? Or, and stuff hasn't worked
Hmm.
out. Like, at one point I tried, selling t-shirts on Amazon. And I was like, which I still sort of, I still have some t-shirts on there, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to create t-shirts for massage
Love
therapists
it.
and estheticians and, so that, they could order those off of Amazon and then they could advertise
Wow.
themselves, as they're walking around. So, they can say, hey, I'm, and, so when they're walking around the grocery store, they can say, hey, that says you're a massage therapist, where do you do massage? And I started that and I sold a few shirts and then I got stuck with trying to create more designs
Mm.
and then, um, which, with life, juggling, still working full time and kids and, raising a husband as well and all that. But,
I love that.
um, so, I wasn't able to create as many designs. I still have the shop on Amazon. I still am selling
Yeah.
shirts, but have I sold thousands like I thought I was? No.
Love that.
So, I've then said, okay, hey, that'll just be a back burner project. I'll try to, keep it up as I go. And, let me do, keep going, staying busy at the spa. Um, and then 2020 hit,
Hmm.
right? Um, and, you know, COVID and the pandemic has really hit massage therapists hard, and people that have worked in the service industry really hard. And so we've all kind of had to adjust and say, okay, how can I still do what I love, and still be able to pay my bills? And so I think that's where a lot of us have kind of transitioned. So for me, still, being safe with my, practices of, trying to be as safe as I can with my clients, but still trying to get out there and work,
Yeah.
right? And then also just, I've gotten vaccinated, I wear masks. So, um, but then I've then also transitioned, okay, well, let me do teaching.
Mm.
I can do teaching online. And I know I've seen other massage therapists where they will do, private self-care classes with their clients,
Mm.
and like over Zoom and different things like that. And so there's been a transition for all of us to kind of figure out, how can we still help our clients, but do it safely. And so there's a lot of transitions for us. And I think that you just always have to have that drive of never giving
Yeah.
up, keep going, seeing what the trends are, in the market of like, okay, what are other massage therapists doing? What are clients requesting? What are, you know, what's that new modality
Mm.
that's out there that, I keep hearing about? What's that kinesiotaping thing? What's the cupping? What's the, you know, um, so there's just, you always just have to keep learning,
Yes.
and um, there's always something new to learn, whether it's a new modality or marketing tips or how to do social media, like what's that hashtag thing that people talk about? So there's just, you just always got to keep learning. You just always got to keep um, learning what's new, seeing what's in the trends of the market, seeing what other massage therapists are doing, what other, and just kind of always having that passion to learn and seeing what's new. Our body is a pretty amazing, and it can a lot of times heal
Mm.
itself, but sometimes it can help. And learning different techniques on how to help our clients help themselves, whether that's teaching them how to do self-care, whether that's through massage, whether that's just reminding them, hey, drink enough water.
Mm-hmm.
So there's I think I'm kind of
No, you're good.
blabbering,
That's fine.
but
As long as in context.
there, I think my thing of how to keep your passion is to keep learning, and just keep going and um, just keep learning, keep, going, and just, there's so much, 15, 16 years ago when I first started, so much has
Mm.
changed in massage therapy. Um, we've gone through changes of what, you could charge for mobile massage, the markets has changed. You then had businesses open like Massage Envy
Mm-hmm.
and Hand and Stone, and that really kind of plummeted for a little bit, what massage therapists could charge with these monthly membership things. And then, Massage Envy, Hand and Stone, other chains like that, they then discovered, oh yeah, well, it's not really very profitable for us to charge this much. So then they started raising their prices. Um, and so over time, I feel like the market has gone back up for massage therapists. I feel like massage therapists are now able to charge more and more, charge their worth, whereas 10 years ago I saw where, people were charging
Wow.
$25 for an hour massage, right? And now I'm seeing that it's, 70 for an hour. And I'm like, okay, that's a lot better,
Yes.
right? Um, so I've seen a lot of, changes in the market, and part of that had to do with when the economy crashed, right? And that, the whole submarket mortgage
Mm-hmm.
thing, and, um, so people didn't have that extra money, because they, back then thought massage was a pampering. Whereas now I think more and more people are learning how massage is essential and how massage is for your health. Like just how we need to be
Mm.
exercising regularly for our own health. We need to be getting massages regularly, for our health and well-being as well. So I feel like there's been more of a transition in the market over the years where more and more people are learning the health benefits of massage, and not just I just want to go to the massage and relax. Oh, I'm on vacation, I'll get a massage, instead of, for regular maintenance, oh, I should go and get a massage, once or twice a month, to help prevent injury and to help keep my range of motion up, and to help with depression and
Mm-hmm.
help with, you there's so many health benefits for massage. Um, and we keep learning more and more. And so again, back to learning,
Yes.
always keeping learning, has been what I've just, that's what I have seen as my passion. Passions change over time, but having that drive to learn, I think is what's helped me be successful and continue to be.
Wow. Everything you said a lot of great things. So valuable. There was so much in that, seriously. You talked about the body. The body's, to your point, you use like maintenance, the word maintenance. Our body is like a machine in a sense, right? We do need to have that maintenance on it,
Yeah.
to your point, and I love that you said that. And then you talked about, the bills, going back to pursuing your passion, having the bills. A lot of people right now, they're in a field or a job that they may not necessarily like, or they might be miserable in, right? Because they think that their passion will not give them the income that they need to survive or to pay bills. So and there are a lot of people like that. So in line with what you're saying, what advice would you give to those people? Because clearly, like you spoke to that, right? Like figuring it out. You used that phrase specifically. You said figuring it out, right? And you mentioned doing these different things, right? So what advice would you give to
Yeah.
those people who are not doing something that's in line with their passion, but they really want to pursue their passion, but they think they're not able to make any money or generate revenue from pursuing their passion?
So, it's one of those of, having that, what makes you happy? What inspires you? What gives you strength? And if your job doesn't do that, then, finding something that does, like for me, massage gives me passion. Teaching people, how to do massage, that gives me passion. And I'm excited about that. I think how people can transition is finding what makes you happy and then researching, okay, well, how can I make an income doing
Mm-hmm.
that? So reaching out to people in the fields that you
Mm-hmm.
want to go into, like, right? So using social media like Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and all of those, and now there's
Yes.
TikTok, and um, but reaching out to those people in your field and then saying, okay, I really love massage. How should I get into massage? Or I really love helping people through art or through, whatever it is. Um, then reaching out to those that are in that field and saying, okay, how did you do it?
Mm.
Like, how, reaching out, asking questions. I've had people over the years of, hey, I'm really interested in massage, where did you go to school? How should, do you need to go to school for this? How did you get into it? And, over the years, I've been able to say, okay, this is the school that I went to. This is, I definitely recommend going to a school that has more than just the, minimum state requirements. You want something that's going to be a really thorough program and not just give you the minimum.
Wow.
So that when you're done, you've got a better background than those that are just fresh out of school from another school,
Yes.
right? Um, so I think for really what people can do is reaching out to those in the field, whether it's business, whether it's massage or healthcare, or through art and, making cakes,
Yeah. Anything.
whatever
Yeah.
it is where you feel that you have that makes you passion, and it gives you creativity, and it just inspires you that you want to do more of. Um, reaching out to others that are successful in that area, and ask for, hey, how did you get your start? Did you go to school to do what you're doing, or is it possible for me to do an apprenticeship with
Mm.
you, or can I do a Zoom interview with you and ask more about you know what you do? I think discovering what you want to do, or how you want to do, then reaching out to people that are in that field and say, how did you get to where you are? And then jumping in and doing
Ooh,
it.
yes, I like that.
You know, you just got to take that leap of faith and then do it. Um, that's how I took my leap of faith. Instead of going to college, I went to a trade school for
Wow.
massage therapy school. Like, wait, what? Okay, I'm gonna jump and do it. All right, let's do it. And ever since then, I've been, successful. I mean, my um, My husband, he's got a PhD, and he says, hey, you've been making more money from the start than I have. I've got way more education. So um, it's not necessarily, I know for my generation, it's go to college, go to
Mm-hmm.
college. That's where you need to go to college, and then you'll find a career, and you'll find something that you love, and then you'll be successful, right? And so college is great, and it's great for some people, but it's not always the right
True.
choice. Sometimes a trade school is the right choice, and not doing a full 4, 6, 8, or 12 years like right? I feel like he's been in school as long as I've known him. So, uh, so that's not always the right choice for us. So it's just kind of figuring out through trial and error, and then just reaching out and networking and talking with people, is how we can get inspired to follow our passions. And then through hard
Yes.
work and through perseverance, you can make money.
Wow.
It's for me, as soon as I got licensed as a massage therapist, I didn't have 100 clients just sign up with me, right? So, I had to put in the work, and I had several part-time jobs, getting initial. I had, I was working with a chiropractor. I was working at a hair salon. I did a little bit of everything. And then through trial and error, I then figured out, okay, these are the things that I need to do to help have consistent clients.
Wow.
And what I would share with any new massage therapists that are out there is getting your clients to pre-book.
Mm.
Getting them to rebook and pre-book. You're done with your massage, say, okay, when would you like to schedule your next one? And then if you then did that with each and every client, then soon, okay, next week it's completely
Repeat.
full because I've had, and then in 3 weeks now, I'm completely booked. And in 4 weeks, I'm completely booked. But, because it's very easily with massage therapists, and we might have 6 appointments one day and then 1 appointment the next, and to kind of fight that, or stop that drastic highs and lows, is constantly getting people to pre-book, having them to go ahead and schedule their appointment. And yes, you're going to have people that, oh, well, I need to cancel
Mm-hmm.
this, or, oh, I need to cancel, that happens. But having to where you always get your clients to rebook with you is, how you can over time fill your books and fill your schedule and have more consistency. And then you can also then use that opportunity to control your schedule. Like, I love what I want to do, but I don't want to work 9 to 9 every
Mm-hmm.
single day, right? So
True.
I can then say, hey, I have a 9 a.m. on this day, and I want to work 9 to 4, on this day, and kind of control that. Or, hey, this day, my kid has a soccer match, so I only want to do 9 to 1, or, whatever it is. So but the biggest thing is just consistently asking every single client to rebook.
Wow.
So no matter, and that's where, like, if you're in more of a medical setting, if you're in a spa setting, if you're in a salon, if you have your own place, if you're mobile, whatever it is, like, constantly asking your clients to rebook, and educating our clients the importance of having regular massages, educating our clients on the importance of massage, how it's beneficial, how it's going to improve their health, and then say, okay, when would you like to reschedule?
Wow.
And it was
With that signature smile.
with that smile. Tilt your head to the side and smile, right? Um, so, getting clients to rebook. Um, I know another thing that I would love to share with whether you're new or old is massage therapists in general have an aversion to selling
Mm,
retail. And I don't know why. It's like they feel like they don't want to be like a car salesman or
mm,
they don't want to be selling. But there's so many products out there that that um, work well with the massage modality. You've got BioFreeze, you've got like the exercise band. There's bath salts like Epsom
mm.
salt that can help with inflammation and help with sore muscles. There's then just body lotions and body scrubs to help with dehydrated skin and all of that. Think of it more as making recommendations for their self-care and making more recommendations for their well-being than you trying to sell something.
Wow.
I mean, when I was at the spa, the fastest way to give myself a raise that week was selling retail, right? Getting a commission on retail. That was so I then focused, okay, what does this client need? I'm not going to sell them BioFreeze if they have a sunburn and they don't need, or they have an allergy to something in BioFreeze, right? But I'm going to say, okay, this person has a lot of tension in their neck and shoulders. And I've done, through my massage, I'm able to get a fair amount of that worked out. But, this tension has been adding up for 40 years in their life,
Yeah.
So one massage isn't going to fix it all. Okay, so let me make some recommendations for their home care, like, BioFreeze, like bath salts, like, a hot and cold pack for them to use at home, and then recommend some stretching for them to do,
Wow.
after they do a hot bath, after they do the BioFreeze application. What are things that are going to supplement
Mm-hmm.
my treatment for them that then I can then in turn um, sell and then get a commission, or if I'm on my own, then I'm getting all of that profit on my own. And I feel like massage therapists need to stop thinking about it as selling, but as a more encompassing products as a complete home care regimen for our clients, right? We tell our clients to drink enough water. We tell our clients to stretch and all of that. Well, there's other stuff that clients can do at home to help with them. Because, I mean, if you think about it, like 80% of what happens to our body at home is what the client does at home.
Mm.
Like only about 20% of what we do to the client affects their body. The other 80% is what they're doing at home,
Wow.
right? So, and that deals with skincare, but it also deals with massage. If a client isn't taking care of their body, if they're not stretching, if they're not exercising, if they're not drinking enough water, it doesn't matter how many massages we give them, they're still going to have issues with their muscles. So educating our client and then saying, okay, these are tools that you can use at home to help with your injury or to help with your stress levels or different things like that. Using aromatherapy to help with stress levels and doing, taking a nice warm lavender bath, or different things like that. Those are things as massage therapists that we can make recommendations for our clients to help with their de-stress levels, to help relax their muscles through de-stressing. And then when they come in for their regular massages, our massages are going to last longer and
Mm.
they're going to have more effect because they're taking care of their body at home and not just when they come in for a massage. So I feel like that's where, when I was really able to be successful and really getting good paychecks, is when I was always asking clients to rebook. And when I was then, making those retail recommendations, for every single
Wow.
client. Like everybody needs
True.
something, right? Whether it's lotion, whether it's biofreeze, whether it's, and there's tons of different stuff out there. It's not just, but just making a recommendation for every single person.
Wow.
That's what I really recommend, whether you're in a spa or you're mobile or you're doing your own thing. But that's where I feel like I got to where I then had consistently big paychecks, as when I had that consistently of asking people to rebook and then making retail recommendations for everyone. And along with those retail recommendations, making home care, not just saying, okay, you need to use this biofreeze, fine. No, what I would then say is, okay, you've got a lot of tension in your shoulders. I would then quickly show them, okay, let's do these 3 stretches twice a day. And then when you're feeling muscle tension and feeling discomfort, use the biofreeze to help with pain so that you're not you're not tensing up because of the pain, right? So when I'm phrasing it that way, I'm making a recommendation for treatment for them instead of just saying, buy this
Yeah.
product.
Not just a sale.
It's not just a sale, right? I'm saying I'm educating the client on how the product's going to benefit them, but then I'm also then making additional recommendations for what them to do for what they should do at home as
Wow.
well.
Wow. Again, it makes sense why you are a continuing educational instructor for these massage therapists, because you just gave so much good information just now, more than I expected. That was amazing. Seriously, that was so amazing. I want to go back to what you said though, in terms of someone going after their passion and being able to generate revenue, with like the steps they need to take in terms of understanding what it is that makes them happy in the first place, like what they are passionate about. Reaching out to someone in that industry, that's so good. I love that. Asking questions, and pretty much like you can have a mentor, right? That aligns with mentorship. That totally makes sense. And just diving in, I love when you said that too. You just got to go for it. It's so true.
You
Gotta
do.
get over that hurdle
You
and
do.
just leap into it. I love that.
You know, I don't know of any millionaires who became a millionaire by sitting on the couch, right?
True.
Um,
So good.
So, there's been a lot, those self-made millionaires, they've worked for it.
Yes.
And they set goals. That's one of the biggest thing of setting goals. Like, for me, like I love doing post-its on my mirror in the bathroom. I'm like, okay, this is the goal that I want to achieve this month. This is a goal that I want to achieve in 6 months. This is a goal that I want to
Yes.
achieve in a year, and if, the goal that I set to achieve this month, well, maybe I didn't quite get there, but it's like, okay, what do I need to do to get there,
Yes.
for this? So I'm all about having visual reminders. So I use like a dry erase marker on, my mirror. Like I've got goals like, for me currently I want to lose the weight from 2020 that I gained. So my stress eating. So, I've got that on there. So, it's like I have my current goal and then I have my goal weight. So then, every day when I'm waking up, I then see
Mm,
that as my reminder. I'm like, okay, so what do I need to achieve that? Okay, I need to not eat a whole bunch of French fries.
hmm.
And I need to get out my kettlebell and do some, exercises or go to the gym, or whatever it is to then achieve that, right? And so I think having some sort of visual reminder, whether, some people like to make like a poster, with all and doing, pictures all over it, and like their dream board or their goal board, or, I've heard different terms for it, but having some sort of visual on and having it, prominent in your home, gives you that daily reminder, so when you do have a crappy day
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, and you are currently maybe in a job that is not your passion, you can say, okay, well, here's a goal that I want to get to, and how can I get there? And then, reaching out to other people for ideas and inspiration or mentorship or guidance to how to get there,
Yes.
because you're not necessarily going to get there by
True.
yourself. I know that there are people that have been successful on their own and they just did it all on their own, but how stressful is that? You
Very.
know? So reaching out to family, reaching out to friends, reaching out to complete strangers on Facebook of, I know that you're successful with this. How did you do it? So I feel like that's um, having that mindset that you don't need to do it by yourself,
Mm-hmm.
that you can reach out to other people for guidance and help, and network with others, is where we can be successful and be, um, how you can get from a job that you're not passionate about to a job that you are.
That totally makes sense. Wow. So, wow. So I have one more question for you, but before we get to that question, I just want to acknowledge you, Betsy, for continuing to pursue your passion, for being of service and helping other people, which is so amazing. Just being family oriented as well, and integrating like your family and the work, and being able to adjust as your life progresses, right? But still maintaining your passion at the core of everything. That's so amazing. So I want to acknowledge you for that, and so much value that you have given, you continue to give clearly, to others around you, and people who are in your circle, and the many students, I'm sure, in the massage therapy industry that you've taught and continue to teach. So I just want to acknowledge you for those things, for sure.
Thank
No
you.
problem. So this final question is a question we ask all of our guests um, on the show. So it's a question of the best version of you. It's our best version question. So what is the best version of Betsy? Like, what do you envision when you think about the best version of Betsy?
Well rested. um, and as a mom of a 4-year-old and a 20-month-old, that is not happening right now. So my vision of the me as my best self, one is well rested, but I'm doing what I love, right? I am my best self. I'm not having to worry about paying rent or paying my mortgage. I'm in a financial state where I'm have financial security. My best self and where I feel like I imagine myself as is um, having a good balance, a good work-life
Mm,
balance, having enough time with my family, having enough time to pursue my passion with teaching and doing massage, but having a good balance, work-life balance, um, having that financial security, having enough sleep. I've said that multiple times, haven't I?
yeah.
Um, that's my best
Yeah.
self, having really that good work-life balance so that I can really enjoy my family, enjoy my
Mm,
friends, enjoy this beautiful world that we
yeah.
live in, and still, have a job and be able to pay my bills. That's my
I
best
like
self.
that.
Really having a good work-life balance, and I feel like I'm pretty much there.
Hmm.
I feel like I'm there. I feel like I've got the financial security, and I've, got that work-life balance with family and
Wow.
friends.
I love
So
that. I love that, Betsy. That's amazing. I appreciate that answer. And I appreciate you making the time and coming in here and providing so much good information, so much value. Like I've enjoyed it the whole time with you. So I really appreciate you. We have to get you back on, no doubt about it.
I would love that. Well, I love teaching. I love sharing. So anytime, I'm
I
your gal.
appreciate that. That means so much to me. Well, Betsy, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much again, for sure. Thank you.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Betsy.
Bye.